CareerTech in Oklahoma is it's a crowning jewel. We are educating so many people in so many different directions today. My grandson is a product of CareerTech. Makes good money, and as a grandfather he would come to for money. I really like the idea he's making good money. CareerTech creates some really fantastic jobs. Our governor's been pushing for Oklahoma to be a top 10 state, and I think it's cool when we have one of our educators in CareerTech and MetroTech not just top in the state, not just top in the region, but top in the nation. So let's talk some about that today.
And Amanda, first of all, congratulations on your honor. You were in law enforcement for about 22 years, I understand, and then you decided to take that experience to the classroom at MetroTech. Why was that important for you?
It was important for me because I think when you are in an industry and you've achieved the things that you want there, it's the right thing to do to give back, and give back to your knowledge and your education to kids. And specifically, my passion was with inner city kids. I served on an advisory board at MetroTech when I was in the industry in law enforcement, and really saw some of the barriers and things that they needed, and I was really excited to get in there and be part of educating the kids and really helping them overcome that and getting them involved in a career field.
So have a lot of your former students gone on to have success in law enforcement?
They absolutely have, and every time another one makes it, or we pin another badge on another one, in their first generation in their family, some of them you never imagined that they could do the job. It's really exciting to watch that happen, and not only does it change the student, it changes their entire family structure and the community that's around them. All of my students come from the inner city of Oklahoma City, and this is a different realm for them. We're a national best practice right here in Oklahoma for how you involve inner city kids into the law enforcement community, and we're really proud of that and hope we continue to share that across the United States.
And you also come out and do liaison work at the Capitol with legislators to help them have a greater understanding of the role that CareerTech plays in Oklahoma's education system and also in the workforce.
Absolutely. I think it's so valuable when you have legislators like Senator Thompson, who is really interested in tapping into what it looks like and the knowledge of the people that are boots on the ground doing the profession or doing the job. And we're ecstatic to be involved with the legislature and letting them know where we are and what's happening in our world real time and providing that feedback.
So I want to take that to another level. We're working on some legislation for the last 2 years, bringing CLEAT underneath CareerTech as far as the training. That's major for small police departments, communities where they need and have been educating after they put them on staff. And so they're hired, they send them off to CLEAT, they're there for maybe several months. Cities are having to pay for that. So we're working on developing a program through CareerTech that says I can go get my education ahead of time. And then I can be everything but a police officer. And then once I'm certified, I can become a police officer. That's at my expense. And here's the cool thing about it. Amber and I have worked on that, and but we go out to R-Okemah and met with our law enforcement. And so talk a little bit about the federal programs that's available, because you mentioned to our people that, hey, you can go to CareerTech because of the federal grants and because of working through your loan programs. You can't get a gun, but you can get a lot of the equipment that you need at the same time, which saves the small departments a lot of money.
Right, so most of Oklahoma for law enforcement is small and rural. A lot of people, when they think about law enforcement, they think, the major cities, and in Oklahoma, that's really not the reality. Over 80% of Oklahoma is small and rural. Also, when we look at the small and rural departments, there's always a deficiency in training, recruitment, trying to get people to fill those positions. When an officer takes a position at a small department, it's usually a vital role that they're filling. If they have 4 officers and they lose someone and they only have 3 and they're covering 24 hours a day, being able to fill that 4th role very quickly is so important, and it's just vital for them. With the development of the CareerTech programs, we've been able to help smaller departments. We have an academy starting January 4th at MetroTech, and the officers that we've been able to enroll in that academy, many of them have received federal Pell funding. Our tuition is less than what the maximum federal Pell funding is, so a lot of them will be able to use the extra dollars for life-saving things like a vest. As you know, some departments, and people find that shocking today, that not all departments provide vests for officers, but it's true, and it's true here in Oklahoma, and we're really excited about that. We're excited to get a lot of them enrolled and really pipeline students from high school into their career all the way to 21. Right now we have high school programs at MetroTech. We've expanded that to fill the gap. When they graduate at 18, they're placed into the industry, which is a vital piece of what CareerTech does. We put people to work, but they can also continue their education right into the career field and into the academy.
This is something that's big for Oklahoma because even though it's MetroTech, we've had meetings, as I said, in Okemah. And as this program grows, we hope to put it in every CareerTech across Oklahoma. And so I can have students in my area or adults in my area that want to get into law enforcement. They can begin to take those courses, and they can take them at their pace and eventually be certified officer in the state of Oklahoma. And you've led the way on that, and I appreciate it a great deal. It's been fabulous.
Thank you.